Hello everyone out there. It's too cool over here these days, and I do not know what's the weather right now in your countries. Uh, winter blues. Let's talk about it. So sometimes we do feel bad, well, due to the weather, but it's also the inner feeling that I do not know. You know, in times when you feel so bad, all you need is just another human, be it your friend, be it your loved one, any family member, your cousin, whoever it is, whoever, your acquaintance who's just so nice, or maybe a neighbor, who knows. You know, uh, as humans, we are not pretty much always rational or right or on the right path, always the people on the right side of the story. I'm sorry, I had to take a pause in between. Yeah, so we are not the people always on the right side of the story. And you know what? At times like that, when you're not always on the right path, or no one is, right? So we do not need the people who always tell us that you ought to be or you need to be always right, because nobody's. They themselves are not, believe me. So when somebody just forces you or tells you that is not good for your mental health, I will not say that it's not a good relation or friendship, because it could be. I do not know, because people differ in how they express themselves, and people differ in how they think, right? Everybody thinks differently, so you cannot just say like that. So I won't say that, but I'll just say that it's not good for your mental health when somebody comes and tell you that you have to be right. Know this thing, that when you try to be perfect or right, it's nothing bad, because you are growing. But also constantly feeling pressurized by the stuff that you ought to be always right is not a good thing. Because see, with that feeling comes the regret. With that feeling comes the guilt. And when the person is feeling guilt about himself and herself constantly, that is not helping you to grow. It's not helping you at all. So what you gotta do? What you gotta do about it? At this time, you should have at least one person who you can confide in, who's not telling you you have to be right, who's just there and say, talk, speak, just speak it up. So you can confide them in them completely and be yourself. The person just keep a hand on you and just say, I'm there to listen. Just speak it up. And I do not care if you're right or wrong. I do not want to judge. They just advise you where they are, even if you are at this level, zero level, and they just advise you how to come up to this, then this, helping you to grow slowly, you know. But why not? So the first thing that I say, and that is that you need at least one person you can be completely open to, who does not judge. All right. And the second thing was that you do not have to be always right. So don't be so harsh on yourself. And the third thing is, don't feel regret and don't feel that guilt. Yeah, when I say that don't feel guilt, I do not mean to say that you murder your mama and say, I don't feel the guilt. Well, honey, that time you should need to learn some lessons along with the guilt. So we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is that do not feel the guilt of lagging behind, and do not feel the guilt of, oh, I was wrong at that place. Things happen sometimes. We are wrong. It's okay. And alright, fourth thing I was going to say was that it's not even necessary if you do not have somebody. What you can do is that sometimes all you need is just another human being. So you can go out of your home and just have a little light chit chat with somebody, like just say on a shop, or you can go and grab some coffee and just try to say hello to some new person or something like that. That can help you out. You can grab a coffee and then talk with somebody if you want to. And I do feel like that socializing is very uncomfortable for the people who are introverts and some people who are like me. I used to be an introvert, but now lately I've been an ambivert who likes to talk, but then again, it's selective kind of people. But you always do not get time to talk with your tribe, your selective kind of people. But that's when you go to the new people and try to talk to them. Lately, I have been trying to talk with my uh, neighbors. There's this girl who's approximately of the same age as me, and as I am, I'm sorry, and we do talk sometimes, and relatable kind of stuff. So you can try on that, but do try to talk out because talking about your health is important. Still, if you feel like you're uncomfortable in that, it's okay. We have one more idea. A friend of mine told me this thing that you write something on a sheet of paper and you don't want to keep it, don't keep it. If you feel like somebody is getting into your stuff and invading your privacy, there's a risk of it. Worry not about it. Just go to kitchen, switch on your stove and burn it. Literally with your own hand, just burn it down. And oh my god, what a feeling it is. You feel like, wow, I just erased all my problems. At least for that while you feel that. And at times when you're so congested inside of your brain and you just need that little escapism, how much that it helps, I cannot emphasize enough. So try to burn out a paper in which you have written your thoughts, your anger, whatever you're feeling. So yeah, now we have a bunch of stuff and I hope that helps and keep you out of your inner demons. Can I say that? So what we learned in today's lesson is, well, one, you should have somebody who just is there for you, not judging you. Secondly, do not feel guilt or feeling like I'm lagging behind, and do not try to be always right. Things happen. Number four was try to talk to some other people than you already know. Maybe they can help, or maybe they have some different idea. And fifth thing, which was the last thing, was burn it down. Just write it on a sheet of paper and burn down all your problems. I hope this helps. So, and even if you do not help anybody, God is with you. So believe and move forward.